Hello, guys. Welcome to this brand new series about the pieces that I should have played, but that I couldn't because I didn't pass to the third and fourth round, so semifinal and final. But I really wanted to share with you what I thought about these pieces. And we'll start with mazurkas, which are, one of the obligatory pieces from the third round. And of course, we could choose from all the mazurkas. In this case, I chose the Opus 24 because I felt a connection with him. As I said in some interviews, we should play all the pieces that we deeply love, because otherwise, people can feel that there's a difference. What's special about mazurkas is that they are like, at least for me, they are like thoughts. They are, thoughts can be maybe more persuasive. They maybe can be more nostalgic. They maybe can be, light, but still deep. And I feel that with mazurkas, the idea was to find that kind of, feeling. They are like thoughts, but like every thoughts, you have it inside. It doesn't have to be spoken, it doesn't have to become words. I remember one professor used to tell me, it's like seeing someone dance, but you cannot dance with them, which is actually an amazing image that you can build, in order to be able to make these pieces alive. So I'm gonna just maybe play some little excerpts, because this video, it's not about me playing, it's more about trying to let you in my inner world. So what were the ideas behind the construction of the mazurkas, how I would have played them in the third round. So I'm gonna start with the first one. What I love about this is how Chopin creates the melody and how it can be so narrative. That means that you have to put words on the notes. You have to somehow create a story behind. So I always thought, I'm just gonna give a glimpse of this. Like at the beginning is him speaking to her. Somehow they are dancing, but they are also speaking. So it's him speaking to her, which is this. And then she gets him. And he's getting in, in this case, actually, meanwhile she's playing, he's talking back, which is actually very beautiful. And this is what I love about, because this B flat gets so magical. So I'm gonna just play the first 12 bars so that you feel what I'm thinking about. And here finally it changes everything. So I'm just gonna tell you a few words about this. When finally I got here, it's finally, like you finally see them really dance. And I think the most difficult thing with Chopin is really to feel that free, so that every single part somehow is really very clear. But at the same time, it has to be very connected, very well connected. In mazurkas, what I felt, it was the easiest way to really feel the right connection is to feel like it's improvised. Somehow you really have to, the notes are coming to you like they are some kind of creation from you. And that's the beauty of it. So I'm gonna try to let you feel that thing. So let's see how it works. I'll just do it from a little bit before so that we can connect. What's beautiful about this kind of pieces is like You see how much they repeat. It doesn't have to be the same. What I was thinking is like, okay, maybe it's becoming more intimate, maybe it's becoming more playful. And in the same time, it's like other people are looking to that, that's why the inner voice is like, which is wonderful, and that's why we love Chopin, because somehow there's a way for him to create inner voices that are so pure. You don't feel like, oh my God, yes, okay, thank you very much for letting me say, okay, I added something more. It's like, it's so well written that it feels like there's no other way that you could write this piece if not like that. Another little thing that I wanted to say, because this is like all the dance part is like the same here. Here is what I love about it. As I said before, as a composer, what I really deeply love about other composers, about genius like this, is the way they somehow connect all the piece, that it feels like is really like that perfect. But also, there's always a meaning between, the idea of adding something. It's not just, okay, I want the inner voice there. And for example, when it gets back on the first theme, it's amazing that this inner voice creates the new feeling again. But it's actually coming very natural from the left hand. And I'm gonna let you listen to that. Look at this. As I said at the beginning, mazurkas are like thoughts. And like any thoughts, sometimes it gets into you, it stays there, but then he vanishes. That's why, like at the end, this beginning again, and then it's like a voice, it's like a thought. Vanishes on your hand. And I'm just gonna say a few words about the second one, which I have to honestly say is the least favorite of the fourth. But in a way, it's wonderful to balance that first one with this one. And what I love to do about this is kind of, feel the lightness. So the idea, I'm gonna just play a little bit of the beginning, is like this. This kind of mazurka, the second one, is that there's this kind of lightness and it's very playful, and you can really play with colors, because for example, if I go from, then I go, and then there's so many characters inside that it's really wonderful to try to let them out and play like it's a big party. And what I also love about this kind of these mazurkas is what I call the cello part. So when the theme is on the left hand on bar 70, which is actually this when you finally still dance, And just to finish here, the idea is when as he started, he finished. And like every single thing, every single moment that is switch, it changes maybe register or something. It has to be different, So in this case, and it really has to give you that kind of feeling. You like finish, like this thought is like some kind of a ray from the sun, that it just gives you a little bit of warmth, but still, it's just in your head. But thinking is probably the most powerful thing that we have. Everything can be created with this. So this is the idea of Mazurkas Opus 24 number 1 and number 2. Hope you like this video, and well, see you in the next one.